Nagulan and his wife Ganga, who have been living in Kolkata, decide to take a vacation to Nagulan's ancestral village in Kerala. This is Ganga's first visit to her husband's place. Despite warnings from elder family members, Nagulan insists on staying at his ancestral home, the Madampalli mansion. Soon after they move in, the rest of the family joins them. Nagulan's maternal uncle, Thambi, cautions the couple to avoid certain parts of the house, particularly a locked room known as the Thekini. Nagulan's aunt Basura reveals the dark history behind the house. About 150 years ago, the family's patriarch, Sankaran Thambi, fell in love with a dancer named Nagavali during a trip to Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. However, Nagavali was already in love with another dancer, Ramanathan. Jealous and enraged, the Karanava, Thambi, brought her back to the mansion by force. Secretly, Nagavali arranged to meet Ramanathan in a nearby house. When the Karanava discovered the affair, he killed Nagavali, after which her vengeful spirit began haunting the mansion and village. With the help of priests, her spirit was locked away in the Thekini, but the Karanava committed suicide shortly after. It is believed that both their spirits still linger in the mansion. Despite the warnings, Ganga dismisses the story as a mere legend meant to scare people away from hidden treasures in the house. Driven by curiosity, she enlists Basura's daughter, Ali, to help her unlock the Thekini. After gaining access, strange events begin to occur. People see apparitions, objects break mysteriously, and Ganga's sari catches fire. Suspicion falls on Thambi's daughter, Sridevi, who has a troubled past with a failed marriage and spends much of her time with Ganga. Years earlier, Sridevi was originally meant to marry Nagulan, but he chose to marry Ganga instead. With tensions rising, the family begins to believe that Sridevi may be possessed by Nagavali's spirit. Concerned, Nagulan calls on Dr. Sunny, a renowned psychiatrist from the US, to investigate the situation. After arriving at the mansion, Sunny encounters several mysterious events, including an attempt on Ali's life, an effort to poison Nagulan, and eerie singing and dancing emanating from the locked Thekini. Sunny initially investigates Sridevi, believing she is possessed, though Sridevi consistently denies any involvement. Despite her protests, Sunny treats her, and she gradually cooperates. Sunny also travels to a nearby village called Ivor to conduct further investigation. During a Kathakali dance performance attended by the family, Ganga suddenly disappears. Sunny finds her being harassed by Ali's fiancé, Mahadevan, though Mahadevan is innocent. In the ensuing chaos, Nagulan attacks Mahadevan, but Sunny intervenes and reveals the truth. Ganga suffers from dissociative identity disorder and has taken on the personality of Nagavali. Her condition stems from childhood trauma, where she was left with her grandmother while her parents moved to the city. Deeply attached to her grandmother, Ganga grew up immersed in folklore, which fueled her fantasies. The news that her parents were taking her away to the city caused further emotional damage. In her altered state, Ganga sees herself as Nagavali, perceives Mahadevan as Ramanathan, and views Nagulan as the cruel Karanava. Dr. Sunny explains that Ganga's goal is to kill Nagulan, believing she must exact Nagavali's revenge before the auspicious Durgashtami day. If she fails, she is likely to commit suicide. Sunny emphasizes that one life will be lost if Ganga is not cured. To treat Ganga, Sunny devises a plan to make her believe that Nagavali successfully killed the Karanava on Durgashtami. Thambi and the family, skeptical of Sunny's approach, call in a tantric expert, Pulatuparam Brahmadathan Nambudiri, for another solution. Nambudiri and Sunny turn out to be old friends, and although Nambudiri initially dismisses Sunny's plan as impractical, he agrees to assist. On the eve of Durgashtami, Sunny asks Nagulan to provoke Ganga and witness her transformation. As expected, Ganga reacts violently, embodying Nagavali's rage. Nagulan scolds her, momentarily bringing her back to her senses, but she quickly reverts to Nagavali's persona later that night. She dons traditional dancer's attire and, believing Mahadevan to be Ramanathan, follows him to the rituals prepared by Nambudiri. Nambudiri engages with Nagavali's spirit, convincing her that she will finally behead the Karanava and avenge her death. Nagulan is brought before Nagavali, but just as she prepares to strike, Nambudiri uses smoke to create a distraction. Sunny swaps Nagulan with a dummy, and Ganga, in her Nagavali personal, kills the dummy, believing she has fulfilled her revenge. With that, the spirit leaves Ganga, who collapses unconscious. As Ganga wakes and becomes aware of her true self, the family begins to recover. Nagulan and Ganga prepare to return to Kolkata, while Sunny, having developed feelings for Sridevi, expresses his intention to marry her. The movie ends with Sunny, Nagulan and Ganga leaving the mansion as Sridevi watches them from a window. The end.